Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to today's live. Who's going to be joining us today? Let's give everybody a chance to come on in. Hello. How's everybody doing? Anybody out there? Hello, welcome. Welcome to today's live. I am Chef Anita, and we are going to be making some jibaritos today for my late lunch, early dinner. Thank you for joining me today. Sorry about the barking dog. That is my neighbor's dog right now. Just giving everybody an opportunity to come on in, but it looks like we have quite a few guys in here and gals and people. So we're just gonna get going. I am Chef Anita, new to TikTok, bringing lives to you guys as often as possible from Nicaragua. Yesterday I was live making a lomo saltado with this beautiful beef loin, which I still have some left over. So when I went to the Mercadito today, the little store here in Nicaragua, hi, thank you for following, thank you. Yes, I am living in Nicaragua now. I just moved here from California, if you did not already know that. And I saw these gorgeous green plantains. So with that beef loin that I have left, I immediately knew that I wanted to make a jibarito. Now, if you guys don't know what a jibarito is, that is essentially a steak sandwich. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. It is a steak sandwich which was created in Chicago in Humboldt Park in 1996 by a chef named Juan Peter Figueroa. Pretty sure that's his name. And he had a restaurant called Borinquen Restaurant in Humboldt Park. And after having read this recipe about this sandwich, the steak sandwich, but with, Puerto Rican spices, instead of putting it in between two pieces of bread, he decided to fry up some tostones, which is the green plantain, and put everything in between there with some cheese, some lettuce, some tomato. And that's how the jibarito was created. And at my restaurant that I had in California, I definitely would put on a jibarito. We would do it with either some shrimp diablo or some steak or chicken or pork. All depended on the day. And it was something that was definitely very much loved by all of my guests. So I'm getting started here right now. I think I started my life before I was really ready. Like I said, I still have part of this loin left over from yesterday's lomo saltado. The video is up on my YouTube channel, Chef Anita Cooks One, if you guys want to go check it out. But I thought I would eat this with my family last night, but we ended up doing other things like I explained before. I get distracted very easily. So now we have this beautiful loin left over from yesterday. So this is how I'm gonna enjoy my lunch and dinner with you guys here today, making a jibarito. So what I wanna do first is just go on ahead and season my steak just by marinating it a little bit. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top. Today, I felt like having a peppered steak, so I'm just going to encrust it really, really well with some pepper, black pepper, and then we're going to sear it off in our little pan, a little skillet, and then we're going to add some onion, and then we're going to lay some cheese over the top, and then that's going to go in between the two plantain tostones. You guys are going to see. This is amazing. It is really easy to do. You just need a little bit of technique, which I'm going to show you here. This is why I go live, to show people new foods and new techniques. And like I said, my name is Chef Anita. You guys can look me up on Instagram here and see what I'm doing right now. And right now, what I'm doing here in Nicaragua is just bringing all of my followers along with me. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes and the joins and the follows. making one of your favorites. Oh, Miss Cooking Darling is here. Hello. Yes, yes, yes. Now this gal, she is one of my favorite home chefs. She is amazing. You guys need to follow her. Just click, click. Hello, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. If you're just joining now, we're making jibaritos for my lunch and dinner. So stick around if you like, follow along if you like, subscribe if you like. Just check out whatever page you like on my Instagram or YouTube. And like I said, follow along. So we still have this beef loin, like I said. I tend to talk a lot, so I'm so sorry. So I want to go on ahead and slice it. Now, yesterday, I spent a lot of time showing you guys how to slice the steak really super thin with a really, really nice sharp knife. And so that when you hit it onto that oil, it gets seared up really quickly and it doesn't turn into a hockey puck on you. So as most of you already know, going against the grain is number one key when slicing into a steak. Having a very sharp knife. I have my chef knife. I usually have a boning knife. But now living here in Nicaragua, most of my equipment is still back home and it's still not here because we don't have our permanent home yet. So I am at the mercy of the house that we are renting right now because it is fully furnished, but it's okay. No, I'm not single. I am married. Sorry. But thank you for asking. So I'm going to start off by slicing because my oil is already here. And the oil that I'm using, as Miss Cooking Darling would know, I'm using the Lapidella. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, that was so sweet. This is Corto Olive Oil's Lapidella. This is a chef's dream or a home cook's dream. You can cook anything at a higher temperature without burning or turning your food rancid. So that's what we're using today. I have a little bit of it going here. And like I said, I just want to hurry up and slice my steak, which I am going to be putting into my onion so that it has time to kind of, you know, marry and get together and get all happy. So I only purchased like 0.85 ounces of this loin yesterday, and I can already tell that I'm still going to have some left over. So I'm just going to let this sit in my fridge, and if I happen to get hungry again later, I can just throw together a quick steak and eggs. The quality of the beef is USDA certified. Here in Nicaragua, they have incredible beef. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for following. Thank you. Thank you. So anyway, we're going to go on ahead and slice. I don't want to spend a lot of time on here today, just kind of repeating myself from yesterday. If you guys, if I was making something different, a different protein, I definitely would take more time. But if you guys want to know anything about what I did with this beef yesterday, like I said, just go on YouTube and see what I did. But right now, I'm just going against the grain and slicing this beef as thin as I possibly can because I want to pile this high onto that tostón, onto that plantain. And this piece here has some silver skin running through it, so I'm actually not going to use this. So I think I'm going to try and cut away because this is a big piece of meat and I don't like to waste anything. But when eating this sandwich, I eat it with a knife and fork. Don't come after me out there. I know it's supposed to be eaten like a sandwich, but I eat it with a knife and fork. Because every time you try to bite it, it just kind of runs out this way. But it's amazing. So I'm just going to leave this little piece off. So now with this, and if you notice, there's a lot of onion here. This dish is definitely onion driven. But very quickly, I'm just going to wash this real quick. I'm still here, guys. Sorry. The sink is kind of far away from you, but got to get rid of all of that before we can move on to our protein. Like I said, I'm at the mercy of this house, and I only have one very small cutting board. So I'm definitely out of my element as far as like kitchen equipment. Having a restaurant, and in my house, I pretty much had every kitchen tool you possibly play with. So, okay, steak is in here. I'm not going to salt it yet, but because I want it to be pepper encrusted, I'm just going to sit here for a minute. So, let's see. Hi, thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. I am making Jibaritos. It is a crispy green plantain sandwich, and it is for my dinner and for my late lunch today. Okay, so pepper is in, and now yesterday I used my agrumato style spicy Calabrian chili oil to marinate. Today I'm just going to use my regular, truly extra virgin. They just got rated 100%. Like, these guys are winning medals across the board. It's incredible. And Miss Cooking Darling will tell you, because she just ordered the La Padella, and she's going to be making some recipes with that. So I'm excited to see what she does with it. Okay, so that was just a quick squirt of that beautiful olive oil, maybe tablespoons worth, if that. I don't use recipes, guys. I just kind of cook from the heart with love, and I taste. And that's pretty much how I do my own dishes at home. If I'm doing something new, I definitely research and go into it a little bit deeper. If I'm doing anything with gastronomy or, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. Mwah, thank you. Thank you for the heart. Oh my God, you're so sweet. It's making me all emotional. So I'm just going to give that a quick toss. So again, I feel like I constantly repeat myself. I am trained in fine dining, but I cook a lot of rustic food. I am from Puerto Rico, so my restaurant was a Caribbean restaurant, so I get a lot of Caribbean flavors into my cooking whenever possible. But I do cook a lot of different cuisines. Curries, I do Japanese, Mexican, Italian, American, French. Definitely Caribbean, because it's one of my passions. I've trained with really beautiful chefs in Chicago and California, and I've had the opportunity to work with some really top, beautiful names. I've been on the Food Network with Beat Bobby Filet. That's right, I looked a little bit different. Today I have my beautiful flowers from my garden in my hair, but I have really short platinum blonde hair, so if you look it up, I am there. I went on there making empanadas, and didn't make it through. Rookie mistake. Overcooked my shrimp. Even professional chefs can make mistakes. So that's the point of these videos. Okay, so I've already marinated. A lot of pepper in there. No salt yet. I'm going to push this off to the side, and then I'm going to go into par cooking my my tostón, the actual bread layer of the jibarito. Now for that, you use green plantain. Now, never having used green plantain here in Nicaragua, I eat it almost every day though. I know it's delicious. It's beautiful and sweet. I want you guys to see what I'm doing here, because a lot of people don't know how to open up a green plantain. I think it scares them a little bit. But you slice carefully without going all the way through the meat. Straight down, very carefully, not to slice open your hand. So you make a score right there, if you can see that. And then using your thumbnail, now depending on the ripeness of the green plantain, it can come off really easily, like in one fell swoop, or you can stand there and wish you were living a different life, because you have to peel away and it's stuck to the meat, and you're just like, oh my gosh, and you have to use a knife. And I mean, at the restaurant, we would get 20-pound cases, and I'm pretty sure my chef is still traumatized about what we had to do with those green plantains, but they're delicious, so they're worth the work. This one is coming off really fairly easily. Just this part here, if you could see, it's a little yellow compared to the rest of it, which is really green. It's still a little stuck, meaning it didn't come up, it got picked a little young, is what I'm trying to say. It's not ripe, but it's just young from the actual tree. So there that goes. And now I have this beautiful plantain. And like I said, what I have going on here is my lapatella, which I haven't shown you yet. I'm going to kick up my heat here. This is the lapatella. This is the high heat saute oil. What are we making today? We are making Jibaritos, a crispy green plantain sandwich. You're very hilarious. Okay, my mods here. Miss Cooking Darling, I'm gonna need to make you a mod today, please. Please, let's quiet that person down because I don't need any trolls here. This is a space for cooking and good times and maybe even a little drink, Flor de Caña rum. I don't need any nastiness in here, so you can just take that someplace else, okay? So my moderator, Miss Cooking Darling, if you don't mind, please silence the beast, okay? Hi, how are you? Oh my goodness, how are you? Thank you for, oh my God. I need somebody to please quiet this person down, or maybe I can just do it myself. Let's manage you. Goodbye. Okay. Woo, there we go. I love how people always say, quit speaking Mexican. It's, Spanish, but thanks. Okay, back to what I was doing. We are not going to give any of those trolls any attention. We're just going to block you. So if you're coming in here, be kind. We're putting ourselves out here for you guys. Be cool, okay? So, the sandwich has to be about this big. So I'm going to slice my plantain straight down on the bias, just like that. And my oil is hot, so I'm just going to drop that right in there. If you guys can see that, I think you can. This guy, we're actually going to do something with that later. In the meantime, while that's cooking, I'm going to par cook it, which means only cook it part of the way. Because I'm going to take, I have to figure out what I'm going to take because I don't have an actual a press. So what my mother would do is take 2 plates and smash the plantains in between them. So we're going to have to figure this out. It's okay. Nothing to worry about. So I'm going to press that down after it cools off a little bit, and then we're going to refry it so it gets nice and crispy. So then when I put that steak on there, I blocked MCD. No. Oh my gosh, how do I unblock her? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, monkey. I will figure it out. Unblock, you unblocked. Oh my gosh, how do I find her? Let me see. See, I don't even know how to work this thing. Add moderator. Is she unblocked? Please unblock my MCD. That's my boo. That's my baby. Please, please, please. Is she on? MCD, are you there? Oh my gosh. Hello. Just having technical issues. I tried to block some troll in here and I ended up blocking one of my faves, MCD, and I'm trying to figure out how to unblock her. What's cooking? I am making Jibaritos and blocking the wrong people. I am so sorry, MCD. I will figure out how to unblock you. Can anybody see her? Can she see me? Mr. Booberry, hello. Thank you for joining me. Oh, I am so sad right now that I blocked my MCD. I'm going to keep working at this until she comes back. I'll bring her back. I promise. I promise. I promise. Okay, but right now I'm overcooking my plantains. So like I said, we are just going to part cook them so then we can press them. Now, again, never having worked with a Nicaraguan, yeah, I don't know how to unblock while I'm live either. That's the problem. I had some jerk on here making some gross comments, and I accidentally blocked her when all she was trying to do was help me. I tried it. Oh, my, welcome, darling. Oh, my God. Are you back? Yes? Please say yes. Welcome, darling. She's a moderator. I can't say it. My darling, are you back? I'm so sorry. Thank you for the likes, Mr. Blueberry. Hello? Hello, hello. Yes, oh, my gosh. Ugh. My beauty, I am so sorry. I tried to block that other guy. I'm still learning this. You guys know. If this is the worst thing that happens today, I'll be very happy. But man, that guy was rude. Anyway, par cooking this. I need to pay attention here. Otherwise, they are going to overcook on me, and then they'll get really brown and really hard, and we don't want that. So, you guys already know that I like to keep something off to the side so that introducing Miss Nudo Shakes. Every time I start cooking, this little girl comes out of hiding and she stands right there in the hopes that I will give her something to eat. You should see how she guards the doorway when I'm making a short rib. It's kind of ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be doing, hi, monkey. Can you say hi to everybody? Can you say hi? There she is. I'm making Jibaritos, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place today. Thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. I got thrown for a loop with this person who was being rude, and now I'm like trying to catch up. And I know I shouldn't care because people are going to be rude no matter what, but definitely threw me there. So I promise to focus now. Okay, so that is done, par cooked, and now we're gonna let that sit aside. I'm gonna lower my temperature here because then, like I said, we're gonna go back in and refry that. So now that it's sitting here, I go over the top with a little bit of the sea salt. Just so it can, while it's hot, the salt gets in there and then it gets really, really yummy. So, Miss Bree, thank you so much. Creative Contour, hello, hello, hello. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the tap, tap, taps. Thank you. Thank you. So, I'm going to put that to the side. And now, in between, like I said, there's going to be some cheese. And me and cheese these days, you know, we have a love-hate relationship, but today we're gonna go cheese. So I have this beautiful Gouda that I discovered over at the market. I will eat this with soda crackers while I'm sitting in bed. Probably that's gonna be my series part. And what am I at? 7 tonight, just having soda crackers and cheese. It's delicious. So my sandwich is gonna be, I'm gonna say about this big, the Jibaritos. So I'm actually going to slice this block of cheese down the middle, and it's gotten a little warm on me, so we're gonna see if I can accomplish this. But I'm gonna make 2 slices, and this is a Gouda, so it's like a soft cheese, so it's really hard to slice that way. So I'm trying really carefully not to cut myself because it can definitely buckle on you. It was really cold, and because it's so warm in this kitchen, it just immediately gets hot. So there's my cheese. That's going to go like this on the sandwich. That way, hi, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Whoa, I already jumped up to 1.3 likes. You guys are seriously the best. Thank you. Okay, putting this off to the side with the rest of my ingredients. And now I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make just a quick guacamole. Actually, I'm gonna use this one. This is the avocado for today. This avocado is what you would use in, say, California, a Haas, or anywhere, but they're usually about that size. This is this size. I mean, it's almost the whole size of my head, and I got a big forehead. So, I mean, like, this is giant. And every time I slice into an avocado where I lived, It was literally me holding my breath, hoping that it'd be lovely. And here I go. I mean, I have like PTSD. Does that deserve a happy dance? I mean, like, people, can we celebrate the avocados in Nicaragua? Look at this. Look at that. I mean, I love seeing everybody on TikTok too. My God, I'm so happy. I'm gonna pull my oil off the heat because I can smell that it's getting a little hot, and you can always tell how hot something is by the smell. You know, if it starts to get a little smoky on you, pull it off the heat, and then you could bring it back and bring it back up. I know. My God, right. Hello. Look at this. Hi, everybody. Hello. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so sorry I'm not paying attention to everything going on. I'm just trying to get through this. Give you that avocado. You're going to have to come visit. Maybe you can bring everybody with me. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you for the little flame. Muy caliente. Let's speak some Mexican, shall we? Rude. Okay, I'm going to try and get over that. But I am Puerto Rican, and that flame in me gets a little hot when people are rude. So, you know, when I watch other people's lives and I see people getting rude, it takes everything in my power not to, like, go off. There have been a couple of times where I have, like, literally gone off on people, and then I realize I'm just creating more problems for them, so I'm just going to leave it alone. So now I have some red onion here, and yesterday I talked about how we take layers of the onion off so that you can make really beautiful little matchsticks and a brunoise. This is the technique that I learned while working at Atelier Cren in San Francisco with Dominique Cren. So I've done that here. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to need. I'm not a huge raw onion eater, but I do love onion in my guacamole. So again, this is going to be really quick. So I'm going to take just the top part off where it kind of curves. This is just the fine dining side of me. So you guys can slice it however you want. You come on in here, and with the tip of the knife, you slice. Can you guys see? Am I blocking everything? You slice straight down. You guys keep chatting, okay? Vidalia onion. Yeah, actually I have used Vidalia onion, also cipollini onion in my guacamole. I will use everything. I don't just stick to one recipe when I make a guac or anything like that. So as you can see here, I've made some beautiful little matchsticks. And now we're going to go straight down, letting your knife do the work. Slice, slice with a rocking motion. I'm going to take that right off, put it off to the side. And now we have a beautiful little brunoise. There. Gorgeous, right? And now I'm going to put that off to the side. And because this is just a single portion for me, during this live, because I do eat all the food I cook, in case you guys didn't know that. I don't just like go and throw it away. I eat all the food I cook. This is why I like to be a little fluffier, because I love to eat. So now I didn't find any jalapenos or any serrano chilies, so yeah, I do sharpen my own knives, absolutely. As a chef, you have to, because you can't be going to people and sharpening your knives when you need it right there, a la minute. I use a stone, and then I also have my hone. Yeah, absolutely. So that, I mean, using a sharp knife is just really important. It's super important. So I've already done my onion. But because this dish is really onion driven, I'm not going to put a lot in there. So I'm just going to leave that off to the side. Actually, I'm going to put it right into the bowl I'm going to use. I had another onion bleeding in here. And that's part of the reason why when you slice onion, if you're using a dull knife, you're bruising it. So that's why you cry. Everybody always says, why? Why am I crying? That's why. It's a dull knife. And if you're pushing down on your knife, you are bruising and extracting all of those oils, and that's what makes you cry. Thank you so much for the rose. Thank you. Scarleting is here. Hello. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Oh my gosh, 4,000 likes. This is amazing. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna keep cooking. So I want my, what am I saying? My guacamole to be spicy today. And I still have this habanero left over. I de-seeded it and deveined it so that I have more of the citrus, that pineapple citrus flavor to marry with my guacamole and not, kill my face with overheat. But she's still gonna be spicy. So I'm gonna do the same technique that I used on that onion. And now I'm gonna use that habanero in there, and then I have another little, I bought this when was the first live? This was 3 days ago, and this thing is still so fresh. The produce here is ridiculous. Oh yes, absolutely. If you guys are just joining me now, we are making some Puerto Rican Jibaritos, some beautiful Jibaritos. So, here we go. Try not to slice my fingers. This is a very small piece. But again, I don't waste anything. So see? That's what I have going on there for my beautiful little guacamole. Here is the other secret to me making. And if you were to look down on my table, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bowls. Here's why. I know that's a lot of dishes, but I do dishes really quick. When making guacamole, everybody puts this in there, guacamole in there, and then they start smashing. When you start smashing with the onion and the habanero, you're extracting moisture, and your avocado gets watery and it will turn brown. So I use a separate bowl, and actually, jeez. It's amazing. I'm just going to go on ahead, use a large spoon, and scoop that out. And usually I use a whisk to do the smashing. But again, I am at the mercy of this home. I don't have my cooking equipment, so we are just making it work. So I have my avocado in there. Guys, look at that. Look at that. Yes, exactly. In Chicago, this is where this dish originated from this chef. His name is Juan Peter Figueroa. I will never forget it. This guy revolutionized this sandwich, this steak sandwich, which was sandwiched in between 2 pieces of bread, the pan criollo, which also comes from Puerto Rico, but then he decided to put it in between 2 pieces of plantain, the tostón, and forget about it. It blew up. He had a restaurant in Chicago called Borinquen that was there, and he started this dish in 1996, and it has traveled all over the world. Like I said, even in my own restaurant, for 6 years, I was making this jibarito sandwich. And when people would come in and they're gluten-free or what have you, I could even do it vegan or vegetarian. They couldn't believe that I could make such a delicious sandwich with these tostones. Yes, I would have to fry in a separate pan like I am right now, because the fryer would have empanadas with, the harina, the flour in it, but that's okay. I loved being able to do that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the flowers. Thank you. 5,000 likes. I wish I had some music on. I tried to get my music going. Oh, thank you. Mwah, thank you so much. Thank you. I need a drink. God, that's good. Anyway, the Flor de Caña, 7-year aged rum here in Nicaragua. I just love having a little something to drink. I always adapted that from the great chefs, like the Jacques Pepins and the Julia Childs of the world, where they always had a little glass of wine when they cooked. It just makes everything so much more fun. If you don't drink, that's okay. Have your favorite drink there. What is that? Oh my God, are you playing music for me? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so sweet. Yes. Well, you can tell. We are familiar. We definitely are. Okay, the next tip to making our guacamole. I'm sorry, I'm like talking a lot and not cooking, and I'm gonna run out of time. So, I have these beautiful limes from the market. We give them a little smush smush. And I learned how to make a proper guacamole when I was training with Chef Carlos Gaitan in Chicago. He has, he has many restaurants now, but at the time he had one little restaurant called Mexique. And I went to go work with him. I never even got paid. I just stashed with him. I was his apprentice for almost 6 months. I met him during culinary school, and we were studying Mexican cuisine and the origin of Mexican cuisine, and I completely fell in love with everything he was saying. And the first time I made my mole, I knew that I wanted to go work with him and learn everything I possibly could, because there is so much more to Mexican cuisine and the origins in which it comes from, you know, the Jaliscos and the Oaxacans and all of that. It is so incredible how it changes from region to region. So it was very important to me to know all of those places. My favorite, though, is still to this day Oaxacan food. And I love making Mexican food. So he was the one, what a bunch of Mex jump up and down. I don't understand what that means. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm reading that again or reading that correctly. Anyway, learned from him how to make a proper guacamole. Actually, it was Chef Danny who showed me, because I made it and he went, no, you need to have plenty of acid. So that's why I have 2 limes here, even though I have a half of an avocado. And before you do any smashing, before you add any salt, you want the lime down first. And what that does is prevent it from turning all brown on you over time. I'm going to be able to take this avocado that's left here. I rub one of these halves over the top, and then I wrap it, and I can save it in the fridge for up to 3 days. No problem. So I'm squeezing my lime, and also because green plantain is a very mild flavor. It's not a bright flavor. It's very down the middle. You need acid for this dish. So I just added 2 limes to a half of that large avocado, which would probably be about 2 Hass avocados if you are at home doing this. Thank you so much for the likes and the taps and the follows and everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I know I'm not really paying attention, but I'm trying to get through this recipe so I don't just sit here and just repeat myself over and over again. So, lime is in. Now, I start to break it apart. With a fork, or excuse me, that's not a fork. Yeah, chef. Yeah, okay. This is a spoon, and we're gonna break it apart because I don't have a whisk. If you guys, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you. I love that little heart kissing me right there. I wish you guys were all here with me. I miss you. I'm telling you, when I have my permanent home, I am sending out a giant invitation, and you guys are all coming. You are all coming with me. We're gonna dance and eat and enjoy for days, okay? Like, that is a given right there. Anyway, so we're gonna break it apart because I don't have a whisk. Like I said, I love to use a whisk because then you can smash it with the top of the whisk and it goes real quick. Real quick. Yes. So I did that part where it looks like that. And actually, if you just toss that with a little salt and pepper, you can just sit there and like go to town. Now I'm gonna add salt. The secret to the guacamole is the lime and the salt. They both work together to make everything beautiful. So I'm gonna add a pinch and a half, which would be teaspoon and a half, sure, of salt. And then I'm gonna go in with a fork. And I'm gonna work around in a circle, and always be careful that little nubbin at the end doesn't land in your avocado. I always forget to remove that part. So now, having the lime in there and the salt, it helps smash this avocado so much easier. And if you notice, I'm going around counterclockwise as I'm working. And of course, use your better judgment. If your lime is huge and it has a lot of juice in it, just only start off with a half. If you need a little bit more, then go for it. But just please do not start smashing with all of the other ingredients in and without any lime. So that way, when it all comes together, it stays bright and it's delicious, and definitely it'll save in the fridge a lot longer. Now with this, I'm gonna go a little bit chunkier with it because I want a textural difference. Now I'm gonna show you. Boom, there's your base. Yeah, I feel like a DJ, base, base, base. And typically you do slices of tomato in the actual jibarito, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the tomato into the guacamole and then have that be the tomato portion of the dish. Because like I said, when you try to take a bite, everything just kind of runs out this way. I gotta hurry up, I'm probably running out of time. So I'm gonna take the butt end off of that. Here's another secret to a great guacamole. When people make guacamole and they add their tomato, they add the whole thing. Pick it up on its end, carefully core it. Remove all the guts. And if you're one of those people like me who likes to save everything, you could definitely put that aside and use it in a braise. You don't have to throw it away. Most of the time I just pick it up and start eating it, but I won't do that to you today because I know people don't like chewing sounds. But you core it, and that again gives your guacamole an opportunity not to be runny, not to turn brown, and it is delicious. So I'm gonna move that off to the side with this other half, because solely based on how much avocado I have, because like I said, it's just for me, for this live, I wanna make sure not to waste anything. But this guacamole is gonna be so gorgeous. I literally go into the refrigerator and just start like with a spoon. Actually, my husband does the same thing, now that I think of it. He just goes in there and just eats right out of the fridge, or standing over the sink. This is what we do. So now that that half has been cored, my plantain, oh my goodness, I forgot a very important part. You have to smash your plantain while it's still warm. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I have two very large plates. They are not small. Typically when you smash plantains, you use like two small, like little side plates. I don't have that. I'm gonna use some of that oil and put it on the bottom of my plate, and we're gonna pray together, okay? Because I forgot to smash while it was still warm. So now we're gonna do this. Yay! It was a lot more difficult because it got cold on me, but that's what you're looking for right there, people. All right, let's do the next one. Again, fingers crossed. You don't want to press down too hard because they will break apart, so be careful. But again, I forgot to do it while it was still warm. So I'm gonna have to work a little bit harder here. Pero que tú sabes. And then using my knife. This is what you're looking for. That, if you were to refry it, that's a tostón, right there. I mean, it's still a tostón, but we're gonna add stuff to it. So I'm gonna pull that off to the side, and now that's done. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that step. MCD, why didn't you remind me? No, I'm kidding. I am kidding, girl. I am kidding. But she knows. I'm telling you, this girl's an amazing cook. Follow her. Creative contour as well. Oh my God, her tutorials. Okay, so I have my eating plate back. Back to the guacamole. I have just cored my tomatoes. And now we go in, making little matchsticks again. And then we cube it into a small dice, just like that. And then we put it off to the side with your avocado. See that right there? Coming in here. You can't see it, but I've got Noodle right here by my feet, praying that I drop something. This little girl. Oh my gosh, I hope I get this done in time. I only gave myself an hour and a half, but I've just been yapping here, as I love to do. As you guys know, I love to talk. And I haven't even told you guys about the drama that I had today. I went to go take a shower here in Nicaragua, and I had a little scorpion person. I know it's not a person, but they're like people to me. Just like crawling up out of the drain. I was like, oh, hell no. I dumped a whole can of Raid on this thing, and I am an animal, nature-loving kind of person. I was a giant rock climber, but when I'm trying to take a shower, like, could you not come in and invade my space? Because you're going to go down. So I dumped the whole can of Raid down the drain. And now I have it covered with a wet towel, praying that it doesn't come out. But now I'm doing all this research online about freaking scorpions coming out of the drain. And none of the information is good. Other than I've discovered that other than the lavender oil, which I rub all over my body before I go to bed, there's cedar wood oil that actually they despise more than anything. So I ordered 3 bottles. 3 bottles. And I can't wait for them to get here. Okay, back to the cooking. Yeah, this was very traumatic. I do not appreciate. Thank you. So now I'm gonna take my habanero and my little onion here, and that goes in on the side. And usually you want a cilantro or something like that, culantro or recaito or whatever in here to give it a little bit more body, more taste. I'm not a fan of cilantro like that. I use it very differently. Yes, I'm not even paying attention. Caught a spider crawling on me yesterday. Oh, heck no. I'm telling you, I don't appreciate. So just get away from me. I will let you be if you let me be. So like I'm on the phone with, my husband, like, ah. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? Because I'm the killer. I'm the one that will slap it down with like my bare hand, but not a scorpion. A scorpion, that's a whole nother thing. I started spraying this thing and its tail came right up and it started chasing me and I was like, no. No. I wish you guys could have seen it. It was quite comical, but now I know I'm going to be awake staring at the walls. And I call the property manager and they're like, oh, just use Raid. I'm like, I'm going to die from Raid inhalation. I go through a can a day, people. Like, help me out. Okay, there we go. Done. MCD, I know. A stink bug almost jumped. I'm so afraid of that. And every time I pick my fresh flowers from the garden, I'm sitting here like shaking them off. Because all I dread is that during a live, I have like something crawl down my face from one of these flowers because they're literally right out there in the jungle. So, yeah. Okay, back to the recipe, guys. This is so much fun. Now that I have smashed my avocado and my lime is in there, my salt is in there, now you gently fold all your vegetables in. And there's a beautiful avocado. And that's going to go on top of this steak sandwich. The jibarito. Let me taste it real quick. You always got to taste. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm done. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the fridge because it's like whipping hot out here. Now that can literally sit in there uncovered until I'm ready to use it because of the amount of lime that it has in it. But when you store it, make sure you have it sealed tight. I always put a little piece of plastic over the top and then cover it with, you know, like use a deli container, or I don't know what you guys use, Tupperware or what have you. Oh my God, that is so good. Okay, now I'm really excited to eat. So let's get cooking. I have my steak going. My beautiful guacamole is done. My cheese is sliced. We are ready here, people. So my little mise en place for today, there's not a lot to it. It's just this and here. I already showed you what that meant yesterday, or told you what that meant. Mise en place means everything in its place. So as soon as you start cooking, you're not looking around for everything. Everything is right there. I have my plate for plating here. And because they didn't have like any romaine lettuce or anything, and I am the biggest spinach buff, I decided as my salad and element to be some fresh spinach, if I can get it undone. But now I'm gonna put my oil back on because we're gonna do that second fry on the tostón, and at the same time I'm gonna get my little pan over here going for the steak and the onions. And as you notice, I didn't put any oil down. Let that come up to temperature, then put your oil down, then put your ingredients in. That's how you get that beautiful hard sear. Beautiful spinach. Look at this. I mean, doesn't get better than this. So, I have everything where it needs to be. And now that I'm going to start frying off, or not frying off, but searing off my steak, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of salt. But not a lot. I didn't want to do it beforehand because it's marinating in onion. You extract too much moisture, your steak is going to steam, and then it turns into a hockey puck. Cannot stress this enough. So I'm just adding a little bit of salt to that, putting that off to the side. This is coming up to temperature already. I can smell it. I'm gonna have another little drink. Cheers. And again, guys, if I don't mention it, thank you so much for the mirror. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the taps. I know I don't pay attention to the chat like that because I'm always too busy talking and cooking, but from the bottom of my heart, honestly, 100%. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of these days I'm gonna have a chat where I'm just like standing still, not using my hands, and just have a conversation with you guys. Oh, you're still sick. Oh, Mama, I wish I could be there. I would cook you some soup. I'm so sorry. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry you're sick. Sana, sana, culito de rana, si no se sana hoy, se sana mañana. There. I have healed you. You're healed. Whoa! And in the meantime, my pan is getting way too hot. You know how you know? It starts to smoke. See that? So pull it off to the side. Woo! Let it go. If I was home right now, all the alarms would be going off. I'm known to do that because, again, I don't focus. I talk a lot. Anywho, but now that the pan is screaming hot like I need it, I'm going to go on in with my La Padella. And actually, instead of using new one, I'm going to use some of this one where I'm going to fry off my tostones in. It's already hot. And again, no need to waste, right? MCD, can you believe this little pink pan? Like, this pot is killing me. I don't do pink. You know I don't do pink. This is hilarious, but I'm kind of obsessed with it now. Okay. Putting in. Nope. Testing to see if the oil is ready is key. You don't want your plantains to sit in the oil without the oil being to the right temperature. It has to be at least 350 degrees. I usually fry it at about 365 so it comes up really nice and quick. Otherwise, it gets really, really oversaturated with oil and it's not a good mouthfeel. So make sure that you check beforehand. Going up and down, I'm sorry, what's going on? The legs are glitching. They keep going up and down. That's probably my Wi-Fi. I sit here and I see conversations happening, and every time I try to go in to see what's going on, it disappears. And then I'll get like a bunch of likes, and then I get like no likes, and then like followers, and then no followers. It's the Wi-Fi, and I apologize. It is so windy where we are living right now. It keeps going in and out. So I do apologize. Oh, I was at 10K, but I'm not. Are you kidding me? I'm at 10K? Oh my God, I'm almost at 10K. You guys must be exhausted. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize. Again, I can't like see. Please pardon my bata. MCD, you know what this is. The bata, you know, like you have your house dresses where you kind of bounce around in it. That's my bata. I was going to get dressed and I was like, why? After that scorpion fiasco, I just decided to keep it chill. Okay. My oil is ready. So we are going in. Now this should hopefully go fast. I'm gonna put in as much steak as I think I need. Oh yeah, there we go. And this is gonna make a beautiful breakfast tomorrow morning. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I'm still here. Now, tostones are going. My steak is going. My cheese is ready. My guacamole will come out just before I plate. I've got my spinach. I'm ready to go. Oh, and I want you guys to see this. This will be dessert. This will actually probably, oh, thank you for the little crown. Thank you so much. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Thank you, thank you. We're making jibaritos here, guys. I'm sorry if I haven't been paying attention, but yes, we're making jibaritos. Green plantain sandwich, if you guys don't know what that is. But this is gonna be dessert. Yes, MCD, yes. Oh my God, it's incredible. Okay, you guys notice I haven't even looked at my saute pans here. I'm gonna give my toston a flip. This is coming up beautifully. Now, what has happened here, I wanna show you. My onion has extracted a bunch of water. I'm gonna dump that out. And then we go back onto the flame. Why am I doing that? Because I want a hard sear. I don't want steamed steak. It gets tough on you and it makes for a really awful experience. And then you hear immediately the olive oil is now working with the steak. The party is going now, appropriately. Thank you for the hearts. Look at how cute those are. I love all those colors. So, give that a quick little flip. My tostones are ready. Guys, they're ready. So I'm gonna pull those back onto the paper towel so I can extract as much of that oil as possible. This la padella is gonna be sitting right here until it cools down, and then I'm gonna store it, put it away. Noodle smells like, oh my God, there she is again. What I tell you, she should have a channel of her own, solely based on the fact that she could smell food from like 1,300 miles away. Okay. So my steak is going, and what I want to do now is cook it all the way through. Come on, little pan. I am seriously at the mercy of this house. If I were home, this would be like a 35-second pickup. And now it's going to be a little bit longer. But once that steak is done, I'm going to drop the cheese over the top. So it's almost like a Philly cheese. It's exactly like a Philly cheesesteak, but without the same ingredients. And it definitely has different flavors. I could smell that pepper. Oy, pepper encrusted steak is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. So I have a little lid here so that I can drop over the top. I'm going to take the steak, I'm going to make this my bottom. Putting that onto the plate already, making sure it's on the flat side so you can see that. See that? That's going to go there, and then everything else is going to sit right on top. And then we're going to garnish, and then we're going to eat. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're getting some color here, people. Now we're getting some color. And this is, MCD, you know what that dish is. This is like a bistec encebollado right now because I put so much onion in here. I'm really excited about it. Okay, noodle. I'm going to taste this. Oh my God. Okay, that's ready. Oh my God, it's so tender. And that's that power of that olive oil as well. So now I'm going to put this into a neat little bundle. So hopefully when I put it onto my plantain, everything just sits boop, right on top. Cheese. Cover. Walk away. And now I'm going to go grab my guacamole. No, baby. Oh, yeah. That's set up really nicely. Oh my gosh, look at that. See? Still the same color. If you were to rewind this film, you know, still the same color. Yes, I forgot to mention, this dish does require mayonnaise. And at my restaurant, I would do a spicy mayonnaise. But I don't like mayonnaise. There's something about, for me, when mayonnaise melts onto a hot dish that I'm not a fan of. That's why I do guacamole. Oh my God, thank you so much for the confetti. Oh my God, thank you. Joanne, my God, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh my God, I hit 10,000 likes. It just popped up. Is that real or is that fake? No me digas, gente. Oh my God, mi gente, my people. Oh my God, my lovies. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you for the likes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional here. That's the first time. You see 14? How? Oh my gosh. I only have 10 here. Oh, I wish my Wi-Fi worked better. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the gifts and the taps and everything. Mr. Blueberry, I know you're out there somewhere. Thank you as well, Miss Joanne. Oh my gosh, Creative Contour, MCD, all of you, thank you. Scarletting, hi. Oh my God, I'm so emotional right now. I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, I cried. Yeah. Okay. Oh, baby. Okay. Boom. So I guess that's going to be my new phrase. Boom, right? Because I tend to want to use it at every turn. Okay, my cheese is so incredibly melted. I have to be careful here. I'm going to try and do this. Man, I wish I had a pair of tongs. Oh my God, I just created like the coolest crust. Like, hi, ¿cómo estás? Do we see the queso on top, how it's all crispy? It's probably my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I know I have a lot of favorite things, but this right now is my favorite thing. Okay, we're gonna go on top of the plate. Trying to be so careful not to ruin my plating. And I know I'm off camera, and I apologize, but I was not smart enough to put the plate in front of the camera. But I promise you, I will show you everything. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I keep using oh my God. Oh my gosh. Like, hi, how are you? That is a jibarito. That's an open face jibarito. So yes, MCD is absolutely, Miss Cooking Darling, absolutely right. A little mayonnaise would go a really long way here. But me and my tummy and mayonnaise just don't get along. And when it gets really melty, we really don't get along. So I prefer not to mess with it. So I do the avocado guacamole because it kind of gives me the same texture. So now what I'm doing, why am I plating off camera? What is wrong with me? Hi. So now what I'm doing is I'm just laying down this beautiful spinach over the top. Like I said, me and spinach, we get along. Like I always, and because it's really hot, the spinach will start to cook down. So I put tons of spinach. So that's that. Whoa, there we go. That's that right there. And typically, like I said, this dish, I didn't really go back to the origin of this dish, and I apologize if you're just joining me now, but jibaritos are usually lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and the steak with the cheese, and it's always American cheese, like a Kraft American cheese. I'm using a Gouda because I didn't like the way the American cheese looked, even though I really wanted American cheese. I am not opposed to American cheese. This girl loves her grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup. So now, so it had to get a little bit fancier and I had to use a Gouda, but I wanted a melting cheese that did not get greasy on me. And I find that certain kinds of cheddar, it gets really greasy when it melts. And I just don't like that because this is already so olive oil driven. The fat is there. And I just really want to taste the steak and I really want to taste the onion and everything else. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So that's going to go here. And then, you know what I wish I had right now are tortilla chips. I didn't think ahead. I would totally throw down some nachos later if I got hungry again. But this dish is so big, I really honestly don't think I'm going to need it. So now I'm going to drop a beautiful spicy dollop of this guacamole on the top. And again, if I were to try to eat this like a sandwich, it would just run out everywhere. So I go in with a knife and fork. Okay. And plating is literally everything for me, you know? I wish I can get this guy to stay up. Oh, I see what's happening. That beautiful chicharrón of cheese is getting in the way. He wants to come down and join the party down here, but that's okay. We will eat him later. Now, because I always love a little extra lime, there's about, I don't know, like 12 different ways to segment a lime, but when I want to be a little fancier with it, I take the butt ends off, as you saw there, and then I slice it this way. So then it's like a cool little boat, if you will. And then I can even go down the middle with that. Oh, I left some of the core. Yes, chef. Clean. and then it just looks really cute, right? Oh, thank you for the lollipop. Thank you. You're so hungry now? Yeah, me too. I haven't eaten today. I'm so excited. So then there we go. That's it. That is my version of a jibarito. And I'm going to clean up this mess later because this girl is going to eat. Oh my gosh. Make sure the plate is clean. And there she is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you for the A+. That's so cute. I've never seen that before. Thank you. Thank you. There it is. Okay, guys. You have any questions? You guys want the recipe? Follow me on Instagram, DM me, and I'll be more than happy to send this to you. I want to thank all of you for being here with me today. Thank you. Thank you, Creative Contour. I don't know where to put these limes. See? OCD comes in, and it's like, nope, they don't look at there. They look there. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, no way. I need to send you cases of plátanos, mama, because if you saw my earlier video, me going shopping, the plátanos are ridiculous. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you guys for everything. I'm going to put my plate right there and it stays warm. Look at that behind me. I'm going to take a photograph and I'm going to post everything. I'm going to upload it. Oh my God, Joanne. Joanne, thank you so much. You're like incredible. Thank you guys so much. You sent balloons. What? Thank you. Thank you. I am going to go enjoy my food. I have no idea how many likes I am right now because the like count has just stopped on me. Looks like I'm showing off. Okay. No, I'm just a chef who loves to cook. Mods. Thank you. No one's showing off. Just talking to my friends. So if you don't like what I have to say, you're more than welcome to scroll on by. Thank you. But thank you for following me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. And as I said, I'm just growing a following here. I'm loving my lives with you from here in Nicaragua. I'm going to go enjoy this before it all melts. And I'll see you guys very soon. I can't wait to see your own lives and MCD. I need to see that La Padella olive oil live come soon, okay? Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, too. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Mwah. Ciao, ciao. Buenas noches. Hasta luego.